On my fingers.
New project in the shop today. Probably seen this here on the end of some of the boat videos, but this belongs to my buddy Travis at Camel Tow. It's been running around in the junkyard there for quite a few years. But it's got a leaky fuel pump, and he's been starting it on starting fluid, and I think he's broke the piston rings in it by starting it on starting fluid. We'll show you some of that. But we're going to tear it apart and put pistons and rings in it, maybe rod bearings, and then I'm going to rebuild the injector pump and make it start up. So follow along. Alrighty, we're making progress. We got the cylinder head all tore loose, and we're ready to lift it up. So I'll get the forklift right now, and we'll lift her off. We'll do is take that over. I'll probably set it on a crate. That way we can steam clean it before we tear the cylinder head down to put valve seals in it and touch up the valve seats and check the guides and do whatever we're going to do there. Parking brake. One day I'll fix the brakes on this old girl. At least the parking brake. Kind of a bummer not having a parking brake on a forklift. Especially when you're working by yourself. Working by yourself, you're always jumping off to throw a block of wood under it. You got to overshoot everything. It's pretty good other than down in here. I reach down in here and I come up with a lot of dirt. Check the air filter on this thing. I think that might have contributed to some engine damage as well. The air filter on this thing's been sucking dirt. Out here in the desert, you start driving around, running your tracks over and over and over. It gets pretty dusty. It's like talcum powder, and that talcum powder stuff will go through a lot of your average air filters. So we might have to do a desert dry type filter on this thing to where that we keep the sand and the dirt out of it. Otherwise this motor will just be ruined. As soon as he starts running it in the dirt, sand gets on there and just grinds the rings right out of it. So let's go take a look and see what it looks like down in them cylinder bores. Got a little ridge on it. Cylinder, rear cylinder's not bad, but the rest of these cylinders got quite a ridge on them. We're going to pull this injector pump off and rebuild it because it's got a leaky seal back here in the back. Looks like it might be leaking there too. So yeah, that's a Lucas Cav pump. So we'll get the injector pump off, and then Travis will be here later because he's a lot skinnier than I am. He can slither underneath and get the oil pan off, and then he can push the rods up to me. We can clean it up. So stay tuned. So I got the cylinder head off. Travis showed up. Travis is younger and smaller than me, so he can get underneath and get the oil pan bolts.
Travis is a dirty motherfucker.
He's been scraping and chiseling. Yeah, he got it all cleaned up. I'll get down there now. Ooh.
Dude, look right here. You see it?
Oh, it's so close, dude.
It's like we're gonna bend it. Here, might need to move out of the way.
Get a pry bar and we'll see if we can pry the front down. So Travis, he just cut the hydraulic drain tube off.
This drain tube's on. What size
So
is the rod cap bolts? 12 millimeter?
He's got the oil pan off though. And the oil pan gasket's glued to it.
That was the goal.
Okay. And then do you, oh yeah, it bent that pan pretty good.
The pickup tube's all bent.
Surprised you got the drain plug out. The gasket stuck good. I like that. All we gotta do is silicone it and put it back on. Because it's hard fighting the gasket on when they're this hard. You're oily under there, dude.
And what?
You're oily.
Thank you.
You got the bolts? Let me have the bolts. They're special. They're separate. Give that to me. I'll get you.
12?
I'm gonna get you another impact because they're tight. That one won't get them.
All those.
Yeah, that we might have to get a new one of those.
What, the oil pan? Or the pickup too?
Or do you want to come out and sweep up for a second? Get that dirt out of your ear.
I don't care. I'm here.
Because then we got to turn the motor over a couple times.
All right, I'm done.
This will be a different tractor when we get down. I've never seen rings this bad.
Really?
I'm serious, Travis. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Love it.
Like, it's...
Need those bearings?
You can just throw them out when you're done. I'll do something with them, but I'd like the inspection, but we're going to throw them away. We're putting new ones in it. So I got Travis underneath. He's kicking the rods, and I'm just catching the pistons. Makes it go easier when you got your buddy helping you. We'll put them back in the same way so that we...
Grab that cap.
There's the... This is which one?
That's number 2.
Okay.
You'll find out in a second when I
Yeah,
throw the
it's
piston at you.
coming at me. Oh yeah. Yeah, that one wasn't. Oop. So that one had a broken top ring.
Love it. That's where all my compression went.
That's why it wouldn't start. Okay, so believe it or not, this thing was running.
Spring shaft looks good, nice and shiny.
You know, these bearings actually look really good.
Yeah.
Honestly, even the uppers.
You want me to throw some rags on the crank on here? Or?
No, let's just leave them oiled like they are. Dude, these bearings are absolutely perfect.
Everything.
You got one more bearing there. You can leave that pan under there to catch the dripping.
Yeah, it's still kind of dripping. Over
Yeah,
bit.
just leave that there, and the cardboard can stay there for now. We're good. Yeah, come look at your disaster here. So it's
if I can shock Merlin, I've done good.
Oh, I'm not shocked. I've seen this kind of stuff before, but I kind of half expected it to have broken rings because you've been using the starting fluid for so long. That's hard on it. But so here's your top ring on this piston, and see if we can peel it out of there without breaking it. So there just ain't nothing left to it. It's so worn out and so thin. See how
I love it.
egg-shaped?
Look here, right here.
It's worn clear off. So this one's number 2. This one's broke. So this one, and actually no, it didn't break. It just collapsed. But look at how worn off that is right there.
That is awesome.
And I mean, all of our top rings are suffering that same fate. So if you look at your oil ring, you know how your oil ring has the 2 steps on the ring. So you got your 2 steps right here. The oil rings are so worn out that it's almost to the spring on the inside that holds the ring. So the only thing we had was a scraper, and believe it or not, the scraper is, you know, this front scraper, it's the same way. I mean, if you look at it, it's just oval like. And if we drop the ring back in here, there's a
there's a 1/4 inch gap.
1/4 inch gap on the ring. So yeah, and that's on the tightest part of the cylinder. We go down the cylinder a little ways, it's pretty bad. So
I'm telling you, when I was driving this and you hold it full throttle for at least 2 to 3 minutes, the oil would pump out of the blow by tube.
oh, I believe it.
So all the compression
Was going
was
right
going
in.
to the oil pan. Yeah.
Thank goodness it didn't have a turbo on it.
Well, then the compression would have went somewhere else. That's
No, it would have just been more. It would have just really oiled down. But yeah, Travis is dirty. Even our camera lens is dirty here. Look at that. Travis's jacket is filthy. We're gonna blow him off with an air hose and clean him up, and then I'll clean this up, and he'll be back over, and we'll get some new pistons ready to go in and put her back together.
What's up?
Jimmy?
Yeah.
How does it feel to ride in a 100-year-old car with a
I feel like a 100-year-old
dog?
man. So.
Let's back out here and do a burnout on Jimmy's new concrete. Jimmy,
Yes,
how was lunch?
lunch was awesome.
Dude,
As always.
every once in a while you see those old trucks that
Yep.
just are so cool. So guys, check this old truck out. Yeah, it's got a 5.9 Cummins. So this belongs to my buddy Jim. Believe it or not.
Another buddy Jim.
Yeah, another buddy Jim.
A different buddy Jim.
Yeah, not this Jim, another Jim. I call him Chico Jim because he owned Chico's Tacos, him and Brian Krill. And they commissioned me to go to Michigan and pick this thing up and bring it back and build it for their Chico truck. And that's why there's a picture of it painted on the wall inside. And they wanted a 5.9 Cummins. And it's got an 8.8 and disc brakes. Pretty cool. Yeah, and this is Jim. He don't like his picture taken, but he's going to be famous today.
What do you think of Merlin's work on this Cool International?
What year is this thing again? 37?
38.
38.
Yeah.
38. And Jimmy drives this almost every day when the weather's cool. We need to put air conditioning in it.
Yeah, this is my winter vehicle.
But yeah, original dash, pretty cool. All the gauges work. Jim did a lot of metal work, so all of this metal work inside, he did all that. He did cut the bed down and actually shorten the bed up. There was a ton of stuff. He did all this stuff on the tailgate and made it all work. But cute little truck. Show you what we got going today with Travis's hot rod. Well, we got chainsaws too. My cousin Paul brought me a couple chainsaws. Trying to fix dear old dad's chainsaw, you know. Ignition problems. Anyway, I'm working on this Cav pump here. Lucas Cav. These are a pretty unique little pump. They're kind of small as far as the output goes, but they're pretty simple, pretty easy to work on. The O-ring back here, hard as a rock. We're going to change that. We got both seals in the top for the shutoff and the throttle. We're going to change that. The side gasket. This is the timing control. What goes on the bottom. The way that works is it controls the slide of the cam that drives the followers that come out of here to actually create the injections. So. My buddy Travis shows up today, so that can only mean one thing. What does that mean, Travis?
Working on junk.
Working on junk. I mean, what's this? Let's talk about junk. Check this out, guys. Travis's little diesel caddy pickup. Got a Momo steering wheel. Yeah.
Got my air ride on it.
Dude, no way. You got the air on it?
I said to make it drop.
This is... Check that out. Oh, yeah.
I hate these things because it's laying on the front end right now, but it doesn't look low.
It doesn't look low?
No.
It looks low to me.
Low's when you
I
can't
can walk over it.
Low's when you can't open the door.
That's low.
That's low. Yeah.
That's funny.
This isn't low, but
Yeah, it looks good. So yeah, Travis, he's been working on this thing for a long time. He painted it. He's had it about 5 different heights of low, but yeah, this is the lowest it's been.
about 5 different wheels. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. How's it running?
Runs great.
Yeah. 50 miles to gallon. Running on used ATF.
The way I drive it, probably 40, but you know.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm ready to set this head on.
We like the smoke.
Yeah, we like a little smoke coming out of them. So I got the injector pump all back together. Travis is gonna replace some of these today, but I think we're gonna set the head on at the moment. I don't think there's anything under there we need to get to. Maybe that line we'll replace, but we can replace it separately. Definitely this one, but you can access it. So I'm going to grab a forklift and we'll hook that thing up and put it on. All right, coming down. Ready? Ready? Kinda? Yeah.
Out my fingers. No, I'm just joking. No,
Come,
no little.
yeah, it should be. There we go. All right, I'll come down and unload that. All right, Travis, you want to go over there and man the controls? I'll run the fuel here a little bit. Will it turn? It sounds the same. Go ahead. Good. Let it run for a second, then we'll check and release and stuff. All right, we got this awesome. Are you a professional 4BT engine overhauler now?
Professional.
So there's only one thing left to do. Travis is going to unload my 1932 Oldsmobile. Probably good. All right, so that's a wrap on that thing. What do you think, Travis?
Load it up, ready to go. Thanks for watching.